a very interesting protest going on in Olympia, Washington over the weekend, or at least the people who showed up there thought it was a right-wing organization that was protesting a lot of the things going around that they've seen happening in the country. The person who was leading this protest, though, was Sacha Baron Cohen. And
in disguise, undercover in disguise.
In disguise, and it's pretty evident the people there have no idea that it's Sacha Baron Cohen, at least not at this point, because he starts leading them in a sing-along. But it's a sing-along that says some really out there, foul in some cases, things about people like Dr. Anthony Fauci, former President Obama, the World Health Organization. Hillary Clinton. So here is a little bit of the song that everybody was happy to sing along with. It's just watch.
Obama, what we gonna do? Inject him with the flu. Inject him with the flu. Come on. What we gonna do to WHO? We're gonna inject them with the Wuhan flu? Or chop them up like the Saudis do? Okay, let's hear. Who wants to inject them with the Wuhan flu? Who wants to chop them up like the Saudis do? Yeah! Chop them up like the Saudis do. Okay, you ready? WHO, what we gotta do? Chop them up like the Saudis do.
Wow.
Incredible. I mean, that is incredible. And they're all singing along. Chop them up like the Saudis do.
So offensive.
Guys, not good at all here. And, you know, there's a question now. Sacha Baron Cohen has a very popular show called Who is America, where he kind of he goes undercover and kind of highlights some of the absurdities, you know, of some of the people that are in this country. Some people were singing along. Some people, I believe, were trying to stop him, but because Sacha had security stationed on the stage and by some of the equipment, the people that did try to intervene were not able to intervene, and he was allowed to finish the very offensive song. They didn't have any idea, though, and those people who are singing along, they should be embarrassed of themselves.
Well, and when you talk about those people are all over the place in this country, because we are seeing, and we're not going to show you all of them, but like over the weekend, Charles, I cannot tell you how many videos I saw where people were hurling the N-word in anger, and it was just, it's
hard. There are disgustingly racist people out there in this country. I do believe it's a very small majority. We have 330.
It's all coming to the surface.
No, absolutely, and we should repudiate all that behavior. It's disgusting. But I do think, at least in my mind, a vast majority of the American people are kind, loving people who want to get along with everybody. But you're right. You are seeing a lot of very disgusting behavior right now, and it's pretty scary to see. I don't know if they want to get along with
everybody.
I agree. I don't think they do either.
Party people do.
I get your point, Mike. I mean, but I think as scary as it is to see that there are people who are happy to say, look, they all came because they knew it was going to be this kind of rhetoric, and they wanted to celebrate that. So
why are we sugarcoating this to say, oh, most people are loving and everything else? We're in trouble in this country. That there is a divide and there is a lot of hate, and we're in trouble. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, because the point is that even
Harvey, you got to recognize that it's like I said, 330 million people is a lot of people. There might be a million people who have hate in their hearts and were bad.
A million people.
There's more than a million, Mike. There's definitely more than a million. But
in this country.
Yeah, there's way more than a million. But the point is, Mike, that yes, I agree with you that the majority of people don't feel this way, but it doesn't take the majority. It can take a small number of people to feel this way for it to spread around. And that's the whole point, is that if you don't feel this way, and this is what people have been marching about and saying for the last month, is it's not enough to just say, I'm not racist. You actually have to actively be anti-racist. You can't just sit at home and say, well, they're not talking about me. You got to go out and fight it. That's what it's going to take.
My name's Khalil Biggs. I'm calling from Flint, Michigan. My comment on the Sacha Cohen, I really didn't know what to think about it. I mean, you got a bunch of people thinking about some people that could really tell them some life-changing experiences and save their lives. I mean, we should listen to Dr. Fauci, not the guy that's singing on stage with no mask on. So that's really important to pay attention to.
Yeah, I mean,
Fauci's gotten, by the way, Fauci's gotten, I mean, he's always been strong, but I think he's done with the nonsense. And, you know, when he's now, I heard him over the weekend, he's really forcefully speaking up now about things that leaders have not embraced, but he's embracing very loudly now, which is great.
It is great as long as he stays on the job.
Well,
you know what I mean? Like
Donald Trump, I don't think Donald Trump can remove Fauci at the National Institutes of Health. I don't know that he can.
Right. You can just remove him from the task force, though.
Right. He could remove him from the task force, but the task force hardly meets anymore. So.